that's pretty unbelievable. Middle school? Yeah. Pretty cool. And the thing is, they're kids like anybody else. And they play like that. I mean, that's a master teacher. My goodness sakes. I'm the kind of guy who doesn't give out compliments a lot. Don't let it go to your head. I mean, there are some things we can talk about. But as far as a groove and stuff, my goodness sakes, I mean, I'm closing my eyes going, these guys sound like, you know, high school, advanced high school, which is good. So don't let it go to your head, okay? Now, a couple things. Can you take out that first piece? And I'm just going to try a couple things with you. And I just want to know if you do this in rehearsal. I think you do. Because there were some moments, we have the scores back there, so we know what's going on. But there are some moments, especially in that second or that third piece, where you're not conducting at all, and a lot of that stuff is off the beat, and it doesn't sound like it out there, but it's very intricate at the beginning, and nobody's beating time up here, and it's exactly together. So my sense is, and we're gonna do the end of this first piece, but my sense is that you probably practice a lot without the rhythm section. True? Yeah, you can really tell that. Because the instruments, the wind instruments, just have their own groove going on, which is really important, really good. And then it's this whole unit that comes at us. A lot of times we hear a rhythm section that's kind of by themselves, and then a sax section, and it doesn't have this whole big instrument coming at us, which this did today. I mean, my goodness sake. The only thing I wasn't really knocked out about was this articulation, the teepee accent. I wasn't knocked out with that. I thought it had to have a little bit more bite to it, especially in the Latin piece. This is just a personal thing, but a little bit more pop to it. It was almost on the brink of one of these, especially with this Latin piece. He's using, what, 3 or 4 different kind of accents, at least. I think you really got to make a big difference with this one. You see that a lot in jazz, and that's really got to pop. Could you just do the ending for me, like 105? See if I get the right score here. And I just want to do this without rhythm. Ready? Is it the nasty bit of blues? Is that the one I'm talking about? No. Okay, wrong one. Let's do the.
This is nasty. You want to do the rock the Latin?
Yeah, let me do the Latin one. That's the one. Yeah.
It's right at.
Because the band's got all the same rhythm.
It starts right here.
Yeah, but actually, where I want to go right here. I want to have where everybody 103 is in that. Yeah, 103. Can you count it off for them? Because this is so important to be able to do this on their own, because so many times we get so used to hearing the rhythm section, and they kind of guide us through everything, and we really need to have this rock. So just do it without rhythm section. And I know you do this.
Okay, ready? 103. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good. Now, can you make more of the teepee thing? A lot of it has to do with, how much space you do as far as speed of the music. But just for me, can you make that a little bit shorter? Okay? Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and really lean on it. Because it's so much different. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Sorry. Keep going. Ready? I want everybody to be very, very quiet. Because their next entrance is on the end of something. And nobody's playing the downbeat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close. Very close, okay? You got to have an internal pulse. Don't anybody tap. Don't anybody move. Feel it in you if you're good enough to do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really hard to do. Give him a hand. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty cool. The bass piece. Where are the you guys were fabulous. Yeah. What happened? Yeah, give me a hand. What happened to the tempo as we got into this? Huh? Did it stay the same? Did it speed up? A little bit. Not bad. But I felt that we kind of sped up just a little bit. Where did we speed up from? You know? Huh? Probably in there. See, you all know as players, okay? And playing the slow stuff is really, you know, you got to really be laid back, even though it's a solo. But the other thing, when all the solos came out, and some real outstanding solos. Good grief, I mean, man, some great playing. Make sure that you're supportive behind them. A lot of the jazz bands that we've heard, they were all very good. But a lot of times they're so sensitive to the soloist that the soloist is kind of sitting out there all by themselves, and there's nothing really behind. And I don't know as a soloist if you've felt that before, but I felt that you guys were very supportive behind the soloist, which is good. Sometimes we try and play too slow or too soft. So that's what I was going to talk about on the bass thing, was the tempo just kind of creep just a little bit. Could we do Nasty Bit of Blues, right? Okay, I was missing the first page, and that's okay. All of a sudden I was like, oh, that's okay. Tempo? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I want you to drive them. Do you have a copy of the first trumpet part? Yeah. You should get it. Whatever it is. When I was playing lead trumpet player, I never counted. Because I always depended on that person to kick me in, either a fill or something. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, drive it. Very good. The other thing I was in 20 seconds, the endings of some of the notes, especially the cutoffs in this one. You cut off on beat 4 at the end, I think it is. B, lead to beat 4. You kind of go da, and then release instead of da. Make sense? Okay. Unbelievable. Gosh, I want to be your age and play with you guys. That would be so much fun. Master teacher, definitely. Thanks a lot.